methodology. So we generally have qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods, which is the recent development. In the methodology, you have the research design, right? If you don't know what a research design is, try to read something about research design. At least this idea that the research design matters. It is the plan for your research, the practical plan for your research. And then population universe is important. Where will you be conducting your research? कहाँ से आप data collect करेंगे? Sampling is really important. Now I must say that we have a problem with sampling. We confuse qualitative sampling with quantitative sampling, right? Then we have a problem with sampling frame. Sometimes I may, if it is quantitative research, I may draw a sample, determine a sample size based on formula and things, and that may be representative, but when I go to the determining of the actual sample, who will be in my research? Who will be I interviewing or you conducting or collecting data from? We fail there, right? Sometimes we do probability sampling, but then we say I conducted or I did convenience sampling. Well, it is against the spirit of quantitative research, right? So try to sort these things out, understand them. In quantitative research, if you do qualitative sampling, or you collect data qualitatively based on or purposive sampling or convenience sampling, one of the fundamental pillars of quality research goes away. Right, so the sampling thing is really important because that leads to generalizability and other things, the quality of your research. In the data collection, it should be there. You have to collect data. How will you, what kind of data? And this data collection thing matters in quantitative research, and this matters in qualitative research, right? We may say, well, we are open in qualitative research. No, there are boundaries. For example, if you're conducting discourse analysis, you need to have a kind of data. If you're conducting a conversation analysis, you have to a kind of data. Otherwise, it will not serve the purpose. You will have problems, right? And then data analysis, that is important. Okay, how will you analyze the data? In quantitative research, you have to have a fixed plan. Later, it depends on the nature of data. What kind of test can you apply? But in the beginning, you need to have a plan. This is regression analysis, or this is moderation mediation, or this is structural regression modeling, or this is correlation and things. But you need to, explain that, and this is how you convince the committee or the bodies or the scholars. If you do not give details of your data analysis, they will question you, and you might have problems later on. I sometimes face this problem. We conduct a kind of analysis, and then the analysis doesn't fit there, right? So you need to understand this in the first place. Okay? You have this kind of research, and you will conduct this kind of data, and then the test required for that kind of data, the analysis for that data. Now, it comes to ethics, right? We can't do